This is exactly what the top entrepreneurs use to scale their service-based businesses to 8 and 9 figures in revenue. It's so simple yet so effective that it's allowed me to scale a lead gen company to $100 million valuation, start companies that were part of the Inc. 5000 fastest growing companies in the world, and run a 7-figure agency. By the end of this video, I guarantee you'll have discovered the simple secrets to scaling any service business in any industry. So stick around and don't skip anything. We implemented these secrets with Tom Tancredi, and we made him an extra $1 million in 1 year. We implemented these secrets with Mark Liu, and we made him an extra $100K. We implemented these secrets with dozens of other business owners, and they all got incredible results as well. So these secrets are simply proven and repeatable principles you can use to scale your service business to 7 and 8 figures right now. Make sure you stay until the end of the video. You will not want to miss out on anything. Let's begin. Let's start with the core foundations. For a service-based business to scale, it needs to have the right foundations. These are the core of what you need. The first is selecting the right niche. Niche is also pronounced niche, if you don't know what you're talking about, or you're French, I guess. But niche means the market that you're going after. And if you're in the wrong niche, then you're not going to make any money at all. For example, we had a client come into the mastermind recently, and they'd spent the last few years targeting the Latino market, aka people in South America, people that speak Spanish, and he was trying to sell, and he was getting all of this pricing pushback. Like, how do I sell this thing? And the weird thing is his price was low. It was $150 or $250 for his setup fee. It was Facebook ads or something in that area. But what I realized was the problem was not with his offer. He was selling something in demand. And it wasn't with his pricing. His pricing was actually very, very low for what he was offering. The problem was his niche. He was targeting poor prospects. Poor in money, obviously. That's what I'm saying. We pivoted him. So instead of targeting Spanish speakers in Latin America and South America, we decided to have him go after American companies that want to break into the Latino market. Now, all of a sudden, he's selling the same thing to a different niche and making mad money. That's it. That's all you need to do. If you focus on the right niche that has money, that has a need for your service, then you're going to make more money, even if you sell the exact same thing that you're selling right now. And then once you specialize on a specific niche, you want to identify the exact people that you're going after using tools like we talk about on this channel, things like Clay or just joining the mastermind. I'll tell you what to do, cold email, etc. You're going to be finding these people, but it starts with specialization. The next thing you want to do is have a desirable offer. You need something that offers value. The simplest way I think about this is when you go to a haircut place, you're just buying a haircut. You're not getting your teeth cleaned. You're not getting a tattoo. You're just getting a haircut. That's it. They have one offer, and they're able to build that into a multi-million-dollar business anywhere they go. Every hair salon sells haircuts. That's it. And if you went into a haircut place and they didn't sell haircuts, you'd be very confused. Nail salon, the same way, sells nails. Baby clothes shop, the same way, sells baby clothes. But the main thing is that they sell the thing that you're expecting. And they only sell that thing. So to go back to the earlier example, let's say this guy is selling Facebook ads. And he's selling Facebook ads to every single person, and now he's doing well. But if he didn't have that strong offer and he was trying to sell something different based on the needs of each client, he would have a lot harder time scaling. Let's say for one, he talked to them and he found out they needed Facebook ads. So then he spins up a Facebook ads campaign. Then for the next one, they want LinkedIn ads. Does he know how to do LinkedIn ads? I don't know, but he just sold it based on the needs. Now, the next one, maybe they need branding services. Now, all of a sudden, what's he going to do on the fulfillment side of things? Now he has to figure out how to fulfill Facebook ads, which he already knew about. Then he has to find a strong LinkedIn ads guy. How's he going to find that guy quick? And also, now he has to do branding, and he doesn't know how to price branding. He doesn't know how to do any of that. So you want to develop a strong single offer. That way you can know how to price it, you can know how to fulfill it, and you can deliver massive value for your clients, which will keep them longer and will keep you in business. Then you want to have the right positioning. If you are seen, like this client is going to be seen, as the go-to guy for breaking into the Latin American market, now other people are going to come to him. Clients know what to say to other clients. If I am seen as the agency growth guy or the cold email guy, now if somebody at a conference is like, hey, who do you follow for cold email marketing? They'll say, oh, the guy who wrote Cold Email Manifesto, Alex Berman. And all of a sudden, I'm associated with that. People come here, people watch these videos, and they buy. If you're not known for anything, then clients won't know what to say. You might be an all-around cool guy, and they'll want to recommend you. They might even try, but if they can't describe what you do in a way that other people are interested in, then you won't be able to grow organically. And organic growth is one of the biggest drivers of any business. If people aren't able to recommend you, you're not going to be in business for very long. So the way you develop the right position is to first identify what makes your service unique specifically. What is it about you as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, as a service provider that you can do that no one else can do? Define that. Write it down. Put it on a Google Doc, whatever it is. You're the best at Facebook ads for companies looking to break into the Latino market. You're the best at cold email for agencies. You're the best at design and development for Fortune 500 companies that want agile teams and want to build startups internally. Whatever it ends up being, you need to clearly define what makes your service unique and go from there. And then once you've identified that, you need to highlight that difference in all of your communication. If you're the go-to development agency for companies wanting to make startups internally, then you're going to put that on your website. You might put that in your email signature. You're going to put that in your Facebook ads, in your LinkedIn ads, in your Twitter bio, X bio. I'm over here spending $1,000+ a month on Twitter ads, and I really still call them Twitter ads. Anyway, now that you have your core foundation in place, you need to focus on scaling your service-based business up. There's a specific step-by-step on how to do this, and you'll find out about it in just a second. But first, if you're a business owner, an agency owner, or founder who wants to build a legit business where you can charge 10 to 30K per client, I have something for you. In the description below, you can book a free consulting call with one of our coaches that has done 10 million plus in sales and ask them anything about your business. We usually charge $500 for this consulting call, but for a limited time, it's free for our YouTube audience. Check the first link in the description and book your free consulting call now. Now, step 2 is automate your client acquisition machine. Listen, there is a fatal mistake beginners make when trying to scale their services business. If they only avoided this, they'd be able to scale their business much faster. The fatal mistake is that every time they experience a little bit of growth, they stop focusing on client acquisition. If you truly want to scale your business, client acquisition can never be turned off. It's that simple. You always need to run traffic to an offer and convert that traffic into clients. Let me explain. For your offer, you need a landing page that speaks directly to that ideal client profile, a video sales letter to turn your leads from cold to warm prospects. You always need to run the traffic to an offer and convert that offer to a customer. For your offer, you need a landing page that speaks directly to your ideal client profile. And I mean directly. You don't want a generic agency landing page like we do design and development. You don't want something like that. You want, we build high converting websites for e-commerce brands, or the branding company for dentists. Something like that that speaks directly to your ideal client profile. And if you're not willing to commit to one niche yet, well, just watch the beginning of this video. But also you can have multiple landing pages if you want to test multiple things. Then you want a video sales letter to turn your leads from cold to warm. A video on the website that explains your offer in simple English to these people and gets them to convert from website visitors to the next step of the funnel, which in an agency world is filling out a form, booking a call with your closer that's going to take that call and get some money out of it. So this video, which we might talk about in future videos, let me know in the comments if you want to see a video sales letter. But that video is what takes the cold traffic and turns it from somebody who's just seen your website to somebody that's now filling out your form. Then you need to drive traffic. It's not enough to have a website that converts. You need people to see the website. So in order to drive traffic to your offer, you can do a couple things. You can run outbound campaigns to reach your target market. That means sending a ton of cold emails to your ideal clients, which is something that we do all the time. This also counts for cold DMs, either on LinkedIn or Twitter or really wherever your client lives. Make sure that you're contacting them. You can also develop a strong social media presence and consistently post useful content for your ideal client profile. That means YouTube videos like this one. What am I doing? I'm marketing my mastermind to grow agencies. My video is all about agencies and pushing that free consulting call, which, by the way, go grab it. But if you're selling development services, you better be doing the most nerdy development service video that anyone's ever seen. And if you're selling design services, show your designs. If you're doing SEO services, then these videos better be the most SEO optimized videos that I've ever seen. Show your work publicly using social media. It could be on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Every time I see Twitter, I'm triggered. Threads. Nobody said Threads, but I'm going to say, what if you even posted it on Threads? So you could get inbound traffic, basically. And then you want to run ads. At a minimum, running retargeting ads for the people that come to your landing page is a necessity. But I always like to run some other ads to the offer as well. For example, for Galadon, our SaaS, we are ramping up to 144,000 cold emails sent per month for that offer. At the same time, I have Twitter ads running, like I said, which will also help drive traffic to the offer. At the same time, I've got organic marketing. What did I just do? I just mentioned Galadon, my AI SaaS, in this YouTube video. So some people are going to go do that. I also have Galadon listed on my tools page along with all my other recommended marketing tools. alexberman.com/tools. You need both of these. You need an offer on your landing page and eyeballs to come to that offer. And that's actually all you need besides delivery. Marketing, sales, product. Those are the only three things you need. You try to overcomplicate this. Don't overcomplicate this stuff. And to convert that traffic into clients, you need a clearly defined sales process you can follow like clockwork to close those interested prospects. Offer, traffic, and sales are the equivalents of having an effective client acquisition machine that scales your business. Do not overcomplicate it. Now, it's great that you're making more money, but now you got to fulfill your service to the best of your ability. For fulfillment, you need two things: talent and systems. Understanding these two things is the difference between service-based businesses that never grow and the ones that reach 7, 8, and even 9 figures in annual recurring revenue. So let's review them both. Step 3, amazing talent. So first, we're talking about talent, people. For people, we need two things: hiring A players. You can't scale if you have a bunch of incompetent goofs running around messing up your entire business. And then you need to improve the performance of those A players so they do even better. To hire A players, you need to create compelling job descriptions that focus on the results you're looking for each role. And you want to use multiple platforms to get the right applicants to see and apply for your jobs. I also like to use outbound, aka identifying great people on the internet and reaching out to them directly. That's been the best way because A players are not applying to jobs. A players are not applying to jobs, I'll tell you that. You need to go out there and get them. They're down to work for you, but you need to do a little outbound, identify the right people, and go after them. And then once you're talking to them, you want a strict vetting process to qualify your candidates. You never want to hire a goof. Like I'm saying, one goof can derail your entire business. So you want to make sure that they're not in there and follow your gut feeling. If somebody seems like they're not going to be right for you, don't get sold by them and pressured by them into hiring them. And I'll tell you how one goof can derail the whole company. On the last SaaS I did, we had a head of development who didn't fully understand or maybe wanted to outsource the role. I don't know, some kind of incompetence there. And he ended up spending $13,000 a month for a product every single month that ended up not even being built at the end of a year and a half. So $160,000, maybe $200,000 in the hole in this thing and nothing to show for it. And that is the problem with hiring goofs / incompetence / not A players. So don't do that. And we could have known right at the beginning. We could have known in the first week or two that it wasn't going to work out, and we could have just cut and run style. We didn't do it. So learn from my mistakes. Our new team is all A players. And guess what? The numbers are showing it. And the client results are showing. Then you want to improve the performance of the A players. So you need to have a training program for each specific role. Then you want to use bonuses and performance metrics to incentivize the desired behaviors. Meaning, our SDR, the guy that's sending cold emails for Galadon, is paid an extra bonus for every meeting that he gets. The more meetings he gets, the more money he makes. The sales guys are paid commission based on their sales. The more sales they make, the more money they make. Even our coaches inside Email 10K are paid based on how many people show up for their calls. So now they're incentivized to go out into our mastermind and get people to show up on the calls that they're paying. The more people show up, the more money they make. Your incentives can be aligned, and the more they're aligned, the more you're going to get. And on the incentive points, if you know what to incentivize, well, now all of a sudden you have clear expectations for each role. You know what every single person is doing. You can also conduct frequent meetings with your team whenever you need something. I try to touch everyone at least once a week. And then you want to incentivize a culture of extreme accountability, meaning if somebody misses a deadline, they really need to apologize for it immediately, or ideally tell you before it's missed. You need people that get the job done without management. There's no world where micromanaging these people is the correct solution. And if you find people that need to be micromanaged like that, you need to find new people. Everyone that promises to do something should be getting it done without causing any stress to you as the business owner. Now, continuing with the fulfillment of the service, remember that besides great people, we also needed to build the right systems. What I'm about to share for systems is exactly what I wish I'd known when I started my first business a decade ago. It would have been my fast path to wealth and success. Step 4, the right systems. So for systems, we're looking to create a well-oiled machine that once it's built, it runs by itself. Meaning, we are optimizing for creating a company that can run without any of your inputs, because once that happens, you're free to really focus on the big level thinking that unlocks new levels of growth. If you're not worrying about whether clients that you're signing are getting value, then you can go sign more clients, no problem. That's growth. That's growth that comes from not thinking about how do I actually do the work? Because the work's already done. Somebody's already doing the work, and all you got to do is start piling clients in. So we're optimizing for creating a company that can run without any of your inputs, because once that happens, you're free to really focus on the big level thinking that unlocks new levels of growth. For systems, you need to create a new employee onboarding process to speed up the adaptation phase of new employees. If they don't know what the job is going to be, how are they going to do it? You also want to implement accountability processes like end-of-the-day reports to incentivize high performance. Hey, what'd you do today? Oh, here we go. Some people say you need to document the standardized operating procedures and do all your SOPs and everything. You don't necessarily need that. If you hire good enough people, then they'll take care of most of this themselves. They will even document it themselves. You don't have to worry about creating anything. Then you're going to create standardized workflows for your operations. And of course, you're going to use project management tools like Trello, Monday, or Asana to streamline operations. That way, everyone knows what's going on. You're creating checklists, you're creating guidelines, you're automating repetitive tasks. One way to automate these manual tasks is to use something like Zapier to make sure these tasks are going. I know every time our closer closes a new client, we have him put a name into a form, and then the Zapier automatically adds that client to all of our things. And the client gets an onboarding email, et cetera, all automated. None of that's manual. If you implement these recommendations in the systems building phase of your service-based business, I promise you'll be able to experience more scale and growth than you ever thought possible. And by the way, if you have specific questions regarding your business growth or operational challenges, leave them in the comment section below and I'll address them in future videos. To wrap up this video, if you want to be able to scale your service-based business, you need a few things. The core foundations: select the right niche, have one desirable offer, and have the right positioning. Always have your client acquisition machine running, amazing talent, the right systems. It doesn't have to be more complicated than that. If you're still here, congratulations. In the next 3 seconds, I'll recommend another video to help your business thrive. Go watch that next video now. I'll see you there. Bye.